Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do a reading for you. It is a bonus read, my friends. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Taurus, I just came back to do a bonus read, and if you've been to my bonus reads before, you'll know that they are for the current or the future energy. I do not have any interest in reading for the past energy in this reading, so thank you so much for clicking here. Let's figure out what's going on. I think I'm just going to throw 9 cards, Taurus, and we're going to find out what's going on here. Tell me about Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus, there's only 4 days left if you want to get in on the private read sale. Please look for the details at the pinned comment down below in the comments section. And if you're a brand new, welcome, 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 welcome. And if you are the ride or die, you know how much I love you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you so much. Taurus, I just try and keep up with your appetite for readings because you come through here and eat them up like crazy. So I'm just trying to keep up with you at this point. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus, please. Tell me about Taurus. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the 5 of Swords. Taurus, I think you're leaving something in the past. I feel like you're finally disconnecting from something here. I want to say that there is a situation that has left you out in the cold. I want to say it's a situation that I feel that makes you feel in lack. We've got 2 5s here. We've also got 5 and 5 is 10, which is very interesting. But we do have the 10 of Wands here. I want to say that you finally realize that it's time to let it go, right? It's time to let it go. And I feel like what you have been stuck on is probably the last conversation that you had. Or maybe you feel like you had no justice. You feel like that there was some sort of a conflict or a disagreement here with somebody in the very near past, and that there was just no closure. We had an argument, that we stopped talking. There was no closure. So I feel like somebody threw down their swords and said, you know what, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm not dealing with it anymore. And somebody here just walked away. They threw down their swords here. They don't want to talk about it anymore. It's what it feels like. It's either you or them. Take it as it resonates for you. But it does feel like there is I want to say there's a situation here where you've been pushed to the outside and feeling in lack, feeling like you've been left out. That's what it feels like. You've been left out of the situation. I feel as though, I feel like now you're looking at the situation and wondering, why did I hang on to it for so long? Because now now that you've put down all of these wands here, it feels like you now realize that you can manifest something completely different. That you've already begun to manifest because we have these little buds that are at the top here. It does feel like for some of you, it could be problems in the family. It feels like there's a house back here, and it could be a family home. I feel like for some of you, you're like, you know what, I just need to leave the family home. I can't do that anymore. And I'm talking about like mom, dad, sister, brother kind of energy. But I feel like these 2 5s here, when I see more than 1 5 show up in a reading, it tells me that things are going to change quickly. And I feel like that's why the 10 of Wands is here, that it feels like you quickly realized that I've just got to let it go. I've got to stop arguing with people. I'm done with the conflict and the disagreement. I don't care if they left me out. You know what? I feel like that somebody here is like somebody underestimates your... Just gonna say it. Joey Charlie said it in my head was, people underestimate your ability just to fuck all the way off. Like they underestimate you, that once Taurus is done, you're done, right? And I feel like you're done with the arguments. I feel like you're done being left out or pushed out. And I feel like you've realized, as you look at all of these wands laying on the ground, that you were carrying around burdens that you didn't need to carry. And I feel like the Ace of Wands, like you're really holding it close here. And I feel like you realize that I can go on my own path. I can do my own thing, and I'm ready to do that. Because once the 10 of Wands is here, the Ace of Wands is very close. Once we drop our burdens at the 10 of Wands, then we get a new cycle here. So we have in the current energy here, we have the Hermit, Virgo energy, more Virgo energy with the Knight of Pentacles. And we do have the Chariot. Look, it's all about movement. I feel like you are, for some of you, you're taking one last look back there at the things that hurt you, the things that bit you. I feel like you've come to some sort of wisdom, and that is that I have my own light. I don't need the light of others. They can leave me out all they want. I don't really care. It's time for me to carry on. I don't care how long it takes for me to do it by myself, but I'm going to give my opportunity to someone else. I feel like with the Chariot here, it's time for you to get the victory. It's time for you to hold things to hold things steady. It's time for you to get your masculine feminine energy steady. It's time for you to leave the place where this happened. It's time for you to go, because we have the Chariot, and the Chariot's leaving town, right? And I feel like this energy of arguments and fights and being left out and carrying everyone's burdens, and you're like, I'm done, I'm kind of over it. I want to say that you go into this place where you're thinking by yourself, Taurus, that you are gaining wisdom about how long you spent in that situation, how long you spent holding other people's burdens, how long you spent just hanging out there waiting for things to change when you knew that they weren't going to change. You knew that the arguments and fights and pushing you out and making you feel isolated, possibly alienated, that it just didn't feel good. I feel like in the present moment here, you've gained enough wisdom to know that it's time for you to move. No matter how long it takes you, you need to move to the next thing. You need to have your victory here. I feel like you really probably didn't express it to people that you were leaving. I think that you're just silently moving out of the way with the Hermit and the Knight of Pentacles here. It feels like you're silently moving out of the way, but you know, it feels like you're confident that the one Pentacle and the one Ace of Wands is going to take you as far as you need to go. You're just getting in your vehicle, packing your shit, and you're going, and that's it. Kind of had enough of this. Somebody's had enough of this. Had enough of being stuck in this Hermit energy. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the World card in the reverse, and we have the Empress. Look, it's all leading up to here. It's all leading. This is all some sort of a lesson here, Taurus. And I've said it before, if you're the one that is suffering because of all of this that's going on, if you can't see the lesson, you will just continue to suffer. Suffering is when you continue to look at the negative part of it, and when you stop looking at all the negative parts and decide to change your mind, that you can move forward in the Chariot here. You can move forward, and it doesn't matter how slow the progression is. It does not matter. It can take you years. Look, I didn't get a lot of shit until I was 50. And now I'm on my way. Now I'm in the Chariot, right? So I feel like you at any time can get in the Chariot, no matter how slow you've been going up to here, no matter how long you've been in Hermit mode. I think that it's time for you to get in the Chariot and go. We do have the Knight of Swords here. It's like you're never going to let that happen again. I feel like you're now in charge, right? This Gemini energy, I feel like you've become your own hero. I always see Gemini as the freedom fighter. And so I feel like you were fighting for freedom from this energy where people just didn't appreciate your presence. You kept overgiving, bringing the opportunities, and people were just treating you terribly. I feel like you still have unfinished business here, to be honest. I feel like as you move further and further away, I feel like it will hurt less, but I feel like you still haven't closed a chapter that you need to close. But understand that once you do finally close the chapter, we do have the Empress here. So I feel like you are about to make some really big gains. It's like somebody here is learning that some of the lessons that we get bring us confidence. They bring us the ability to be able to start our own business or grow our own pentacles, or, because I'm just saying that the 5 pentacles are here, right? Oh, sorry, we've got 6, 3 and 6, and then we got 3 over here. I feel like you find a new group of people who are going to give to you reciprocally. They're going to be on your side, build you up. Like, I feel like this group of people that were back here, I feel like they didn't appreciate you. And I feel like you're walking away silently because it feels like you're about to do a bunch of work on yourself, and these people are going to teach you. The 6 of Pentacles is right here. These people are going to teach you how to be reciprocal in your energy. They're going to be reciprocal with you, and it's going to help you grow, right? The 7 of Pentacles is here. It's going to help you grow. You go from the 5 Pentacles over here to the Ace of Pentacles over here. It's like a door opens for you, and now you realize why you needed the lesson. It was all building you up to here, up to the happiness, the stability, everything that you wanted. I really do feel that whoever's gone through all of this here, I feel like if you're the one that's learned the lesson, you're the one who is going to end up being like the entrepreneur on your own feet, doing your own thing. You're going to end up enjoying your own company, not needing a relationship, not needing a friendship, not needing any of it. Look, we all need connection. I get it. We all need connection, Taurus. But I feel like somebody here is going to be going it alone for a bit, I want to say. Until you can close this door, I feel like there is a new friendship group with the 3 Pentacles here, a new friendship group that's about to give you reciprocity. They might be other people. Like I always say, if you want to be a millionaire, hang out with millionaires if you can swing it, right? But if you hang around with the people who are only focused on arguments and pushing you out into the cold, by yourself, if they're putting weight on you, putting weight on your back, and make no mistake about it, when you're gaining weight, it's because you're unhappy on the inside. I learned that the hard way. And so I do feel that all of this stuff is going to give you victory in being the Empress. I feel like there is a lesson that is being taught here. Let's clarify just a little bit here. Tell me about the Hermit, please. About the Hermit. What does Taurus learn? What's the wisdom Taurus has got for moving slow here? Tell me about this wisdom for Taurus. Yeah, the King of Swords. Look at that. The Four of Swords and the Empress. I love it. Look. You're realizing that you can be balanced and loving and kind and compassionate and independent and a go-getter, and you've realized that you are all of this. Oh yes, yeah, true enough. I'm just hearing the song by Whitney Houston, I'm every woman. Yeah, it's all in me. Anything you want done, baby. I do it naturally, and that's the Empress. So feminine or masculine, by the way. I feel like you have learned a lesson here. I feel like you've become wise. I want to say you've become wise, like really wise, like the Hermit. That this has really taught you that I would rather go it alone really slow, get out there on my own path and do my own thing, and become honest and truthful, and someone that everybody can trust, someone who faces things head on, because that's the King of Swords, facing it all head on, someone who is going to be truthful and honest with people, and if they don't like it, they can go. They can go. I have nothing else left to say to you, and if you don't go, I'll go, but I'm going to be honest and truthful with you, and if you don't like it, feel free to hit the bricks. We've got the Four of Swords here, and so with the 4 and 1 is 5, that's the 5 swords. You're still thinking about this, the 5 swords, about the last conversation, the harsh words, the arguments, the conflict and disagreements of people who just didn't see your worth. And the truth of the matter is, Taurus, is that people who don't see your worth cannot. They cannot see your worth because they don't see their own worth. Anybody who doesn't see their own worth is never going to see yours, because they're going to take your glow up. They're going to take it as you trying to be better than them, right? They're going to take it as competition. So the Empress is what you end up coming to the realization of here in this Hermit energy, that if you heal, you can heal and become balanced like the Empress. You can become all of the queens. You can become like, you can study and learn. That's how you learn tarot. That's how you learn to be the Empress. Not everybody who is a Taurus or a Libra Taurus or Libra is the Empress. Not everybody is that person. This takes a lot of wisdom and a lot of work. This takes a lot of learning of lessons, learning how to be yourself, and only learning how to be around people who allow you to be yourself. And sometimes that takes a long time. Sometimes it can be a lonely path all by yourself, right? Sometimes it can be heartbreaking, because as you're leaving one vibration and going to the next vibration, there is a gray area in between where you are sort of on the road by yourself. As you're going to the victory here, there's a road where you are by yourself here. But I feel like you are following the opportunity. I feel like you're following the abundance. You're following the Ace of Pentacles. You are following the universe, I feel. I feel that Ace of Pentacles is the gift from the universe, and it's promised to you if you decide that you want to level yourself up, that it's going to mean cutting people away. The King of Swords would do it. People who are dishonest, untruthful, and don't want to see the best for you, the King of Swords would wield that sword and cut them out. We do have the Hanged Man energy. We have the Queen of Pentacles. There you are. And we have the 6 of Wands. So I feel like with the Hanged Man energy, I really do feel like I'm speaking to someone here who might be in this energy of, where is everybody? It's like all of a sudden I decided to fight for myself, to build myself up and become confident. And once I became confident, it's crickets. Nobody's around. The Hanged Man is here. You're trying to get a perspective on, I didn't have anything before, and now I have stability. Now I have money. Now I am this person who's in a position to not only help myself but help others. I'm solid and grounded. I'm stable. I have balance in my life, and I'm in this time of victory. And where is everybody? Nowhere. It's crickets, right? Nobody's around. So I feel like, Taurus, that this is the place that you're supposed to be at. This is the perspective that you're supposed to learn. This is the surrender and the sacrifice. It's like sometimes we have to sacrifice the people around us in order to be able to make our own happiness, in order to realize what makes us happy, right? Tell me about the Chariot, please. Where's Taurus going? What is the victory? Nine of Cups. There it is, my friend. Look, you're on the right path. If I'm talking to you, you are on the right path. Look at that. Loving the self. 10 of Cups. Apex of happiness, my friend. This is the happiest place on earth. And I feel like you are racing towards this victory in this Chariot. Things are about to happen really quickly. If you're the person who is in this space of where you've kind of gotten rid of the old group of friends because they didn't match your values anymore because you became the Empress, then I feel like you're the person who's heading off to the new group of friends. But I feel like you're in the middle of vibrations here. We do have the Ace of Wands. Something's coming up that's very exciting. I feel like with the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups, we've got the 10 of Cups. It feels like it is, for some of you, it could be a loving, happy, exciting relationship going on a new path of love, a new path of fiery excitement. Something new is about to happen for you. And I feel like for others of you, it's really just pure happiness that I feel like you are going to end up being the happiest and the most confident that you've ever been in your life, even though you don't have these people around anymore. And I think it's because you don't have the naysayers, you don't have the people who are pushing you out, you don't have the people who are pushing you out because you won't carry their burdens around. What is this door that Taurus has to close in the future here? Tell me about the World card. There is unfinished business here. It almost feels like you kind of feel like you still have things to say to somebody here. You can see this Knight of Swords is pretty aggressive, right? It feels like this is aggressive energy. You might be wanting to just aggressively close the door. Tell me about the World card. Why is it in the reverse for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Why is this World card in the reverse? What is the unfinished business? We've got the Eight of Wands. We've got the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you got something to say, all right. I'm just going to say, I feel like this isn't over. For those of you who are in the middle part here, I feel like there's going to be people coming back from the past, friendships, these people here is who I'm talking about. People who pushed you out, people who have conflict and disagreement with you, people who are pissed off because you wouldn't carry their burdens or take on their drama. Right? I feel like this is who they're going to meet up with, because I feel like that's where it's at. I feel like the conversation that they get next time is going to be with the Queen of Swords. It's going to be, look, I just got to be honest with you. I'm not dealing with your drama bullshit anymore. I'm not dealing with you. I would rather be alone, be truthful, be honest, be liberated from this situation and be the happiest that I could be, because that's what this is, right? It's like you've got this great clarity now. There's a reason that you liberated yourself. And I would say that anytime you're feeling lonely and you want to go back to the old vibration, please understand, or remember at least, what the alternative is. If you're in this space right now, in the very near future, some of you will be. If you're in this place because you're speaking your mind, you're feeling so happy. Look, there's a lot of things that kill people in this life, and one of them is stress. And if you keep it in, it will cause really bad sickness for you. You will end up being sick, and it's not worth sacrificing yourself like that. So I feel like you've had some sort of a realization that you are now speaking clearly, honestly. You've had a breakthrough. You're now growing personally, professionally. I feel like spiritually you're growing. And it's because you've learned to express yourself in a really positive and healthy way. Look, the queen is someone who is highly intellectual. And I feel like that there are still some open doors here. And when people come at you, they're first going to be met with this. They're going to be met with the Knight of Swords, who's just going to throw it at them and say, look, this is a situation you put me in, and now you made me the Queen of Swords. Now you got to deal with it. I feel like they're not really understanding who the Empress is, because the Empress is not a pushover. This is a person who loves people unconditionally, but don't get in her face. Don't get in her face, because she's just going to be honest with you and tell you exactly what's up. And I feel like you still will be having people, because you haven't closed this door yet, Taurus. I feel like there will be people coming back from the past that are going to try you. Don't try you. Don't try Taurus. You are this. You are stable, secure. You are somebody who is an overgiver. You're very charitable. I feel like you are someone who's dependable, but don't piss Taurus off, because Taurus is ready. I think you're ready to deal with whatever comes at you. And this is, you get into a place where you're now attracting. You're no longer servicing people. You're no longer asking them or begging for their attention or taking their harsh words or carrying around their drama. Now you are somebody who's who's a whole ass person all by yourself. You're whole by yourself. You no longer need the words of others. So if they approach you, they better be ready to get this, to be speaking with this Queen of Swords, with the sun energy here, because you're happy with yourself, and you're happy with yourself whether they are happy with you or not. I feel like, Taurus, you are the King of Pentacles, but don't try Taurus. I'm just going to say, don't poke the damn bull, right? I'm going to go for now. You take care, Taurus. I'm going to go. You guys take care. Love ya. And I'll be back, because I'm always back. Love you. Bye.